Shalom. I say Imagine, which means to stand. Wafan Yahakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakavka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Lathananau. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakinaw. Kabawakinaw. Kasalakinaw. Kabawakinaw. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayinaw. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashayinaw. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Watapara. La'alayami. Aman. And in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. We're going to say Hakak the power. Repeat after me. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahushua. Babakashah. Lathananau. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kamakalai. Wakamarawa. Latahah. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakim. Hamathiam. Hakak. Arakawa. Latama'ala. Lagarashun. Bahashem Yahushua. The water Aman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. We're going to say bless Israel. Yahweh. Hashem. Yahushua. Barak Lanau. Yasha'Allah. Habayah. Sapari. Barak. Magan. Hashem Yahushua. The water Aman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. Our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Take the time. We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahoyim. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'an. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'arataza. Ayathan. Namawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shawamah. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazawka. Al-Yad. Yamyaka. Yawamah. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Malayallah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makara. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yasha'af. Taza'afka. Wabawa'afka. Ma'ithel. Wa'aynabulam. The water Aman. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
and
out.
thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayilaka.
Al-Damayilaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Thashakwat.
Kayahna.
Ay.
Kayahna.
Kayahana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahama
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awu. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Ya'ariyamwa. Sawad. Wayataya Aitazawa. Al-Tazapawanyaka. Amaru. Lakawa. Wanakakida. Magalia. Wala'ah. Yazakal. Shamya Sha'ala. Iwa. Kaya. Noah Aitazawa. La. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Varya. Yakarathwa. Ahalia. Adawam. Wayashma'alia. Mawa'aba. Wahagaria. Gabal. Wa'imawan. Wa'imalak. Palashah. Amishabia. Tazawu. Gam Ashawu. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawad. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamajim. Kasai Sara'ah. Kayabian. Banako. Kwayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayanda Aru. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayathamwa. Nadiyamwa. Ka'ara. Wakaza'aba. Wakazabak. Wakatazamana. Kaunasaya Ashar. Amaru. Nayarashah. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayah. Shayathamwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanyaraka. Ka'as. Taba'ayara. Wakahalaba. Falahat. Haryam. Khan. Tharadakma. Basa'iraka. Wabasawapaka. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kualawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Wayaba'awa. Aja'ai. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayada'aiwa. Kaya. Atha. Shamka. Yahawah. Labatka. Al-Yawan. Al-Kaharaza. The water Aman. And in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumble.
Thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
And
let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Ze'ed. Yea. All their princes. As Zabbath. And as Halmunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it.
And with that I say Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabian, which means to be seated.
Yeah. Get up here, Yeshabian, which means to be seated. Alright. Shalom Israel. Just as you tune it in, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Follow the stream on Facebook, subscribe on the YouTube, like the channel, share the stream. You understand? Once again, it's a Saturday. We're doing the Sabbath service. You understand? We're going to start off by reading in the Hebrew. So look, we're going to start off by reading in the Hebrew. As you already know, Shalom, sis, how you doing? Y'all some other You understand? We're going to start off in the Hebrew. As you already know, this is our culture. You understand? Going into the Bible, reading these scriptures in our language, the language that was stolen from us, the language that was taken away from us, and now we speak in all these different types of languages. Of course, we come together in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? To read these scriptures in the Hebrew, perform these things, keep the same structure and the same foundation that we have. You understand? We're going to pull up the scripture. We starting at the end, 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 18. Bear with us. 2 Kings. 7. We got 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 18. Of course, you need to do the first verse. I mean, the first, set.
Common concept.
Hold on, let me get with you. 2 Kings chapter 18, verse 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 18. We're going to start off reading in the Hebrew. Verse 18. All right, whenever you ready, this.
25, verse 18. YAHANNA, Rabah, Ta, Bakwayu, Ath, Shariyah, Kahan, Ha, Ra'ash, Wa'ath, Tazapan Yahweh, Kahan, Shamanah, Wa'ath, Shalaktha, Shema Raya, Hasap, verse 19. Wamana, Ha'ayar, Lakak, Sarayas, Akkad, Ashar, Hawa'ah, Pakwayada, Al, Anashia, Hamalakma, Wakwamasha, Nashaya, Ma'ra'aya, Lapanya, Hamalak, Ashar, Nama, Na, Mata, Taza'awa, Ba'ayar, Wa'af, Ha-Sapar, Shar, Ha-Taza-Ba'af, Ha-Mataza-Ba'af, Af, Ain, Ha-Arataza, Washash, Shayam, Ayash, Ma'ain, Ha-Arataza, Ha-Nama, Taza'ayam, verse 20. Kokak, a thumb. Naba was a Ra'ah Dana. Ban, Taza Slakia. Tabakyam, Wayalak, a thumb. Al, Malak, Babal, Balatha, Ba'ayar, verse 21. Wayak, a thumb. Malak, Babal, Wayum, Yathum, Barabala, Barataza, Kamath, Wayagal, Yahawada, Ma'al, Adam, Thawa, verse 22. Waha'ain, Ha Nasha'ar, Baratza, Yahawada, Ashar, Ha Sha'ayar, Naba, Wakad, Na'a Tazar, Malak, Babal, Waya Pakad, Al Yaham, Af, Gadal, Yahweh, Ban, Akkad, Yakam, Ban, Shapan, verse 23. Waya Shemaiwa, Kal, Sharia, Ha Kaya Layam, Ha Kaya Layum, Hama, Waha Anashim, Kaya, Ha Pakwa Yada, Malak, Babal, Ath, Lagal Yahweh, Waya Ba'awa, Al, Gadal Yahweh, Ha Matazakpa, Waya Shemai, Al, Ban, Hatha Yanaya, Waya Pokwana, Ban, Kwarak, Wisharya, Ban, Thanak Matha, Ha Natathaya, Waya Azan Yahweh, Ban, Ha Ma'ai Kathaya, Hama, Wa'an Shayahawa. Verse 24.
I think I might have missed one from 18. Go to 25. Go to 25. I'll take it from 25.
Waya Shabbai, Laham, Lagal Yahweh, Wala Nashayahawa, Waya Amar, Laham, Al, Thayah, Ra'awa, Ma'ai, Dayat, Ma'ai, Badaya, Hakashad Yum, Shabawa, Ba'aratza, Wa'ai, Badawa, Ath, Malak, Babal, Wayatab, Malak, verse 25, Wahaya, Bakadash, Hashaba, Ya, Aya, Ba'a, Yeshama'ai, Al, Ban, Lathanyaha, Ban, Alia Shemai, Mazara'ai, Hamalawaka, Wa'ai Shar, Anashiam, Athwa, Wayakwa, Ath, Gada Lahawa, Waya Matha, Wa'ath, Haya, Ha Yahaw Wadayam, Wa'ath, Haka Shadayam, Ashar, Haya Wa'a, Slakia, Haya Wa'a, Athwa, Bama Tazapa. That's verse 25.
All right, no sweat. We'll read it in English.
Come. It's 2 Kings 25 and 18.
No split. We'll use this Bible. This smaller letters. No sweat.
25 verse 18. And the captain of the guard took Sarai the chief priest, and Zephaniah the second priest, and the three keepers of the door. And out of the city he took an officer that was set over the men of war, and 5 of them that were in the king's presence which were found in the city, and the principal scribe of the host, which mustered the principal of the land, and 80 men of the people of the land that were found in the city. Verse 20. And Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, took these and brought them to the king of Babylon to Riblah. And the king of Babylon smote them and slew them at Riblah in the land of Hamath. So Judah was carried away out of their land. Verse 22. And as for the people that were maintained in the land of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon had left, even over them he made Gedaliah the son of Ahikam the son of Sharon ruler. And when all the captains of the armies they and their men heard that the king of Babylon had made Gedaliah governor, there came to Gedaliah to Mespah, even Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and
Johanan, the son of Kariah, and Sariah, and the son of Tanahumath, the Nethophite, and Jezraniah, the son of Makahita, they and their men. 24. And Gedaliah swore to them and to their men, and said unto them, Fear not to be the servants of the Chaldees. Dwell in the land, and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with thee. But when it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael the son of Nephali, the son of Elishma of the seed royal, came, and 10 men with him, and smote Gedaliah, that he died, and the Jews of the Chaldees that were with him at Mespah.
Right, no sweat. So where we at, just to catch everybody back up, this chapter 25 is starting off how Jerusalem was now being besieged, which means to be surrounded by the militaries that was around. This is what was going on at that time. This is a tactic that even America has used. The Romans used it. The Greeks used it. It's a tactic to where you're in the house, and in order for you to leave your house and for you to survive, you got to go to the grocery store. You got to get, food for the babies, clothes for the babies, groceries, milk. You got to go out. You got to get air. You got to, do all these things to survive, water and all this. But imagine there's just an army outside of your house, and they're not necessarily penetrating your field or your house. But in the same token, you can't leave out, because as soon as you leave out, then we're going to get captured. So in this tactic, it was a whole lot of famines that was starting to go on. Now we were starting to be under with diseases is going to come around, famine. And of course, if you don't have the right structure in the Lord ain't with you, of course, this thing is going to destroy you and infiltrate you. You'll become the Christian church. The whole community will just become destroyed. And what's going on here, as far as this tactic that's keeping us in the house, this is a tactic that, once again, is to slowly but surely close the borders until now we just captured. So that's what's going on here. We're going to pick back up in the Hebrew. That will just get us back up to speed. We're going to move on to 25 slide.
You were saying keep us in the house. You talking about like this new wave of COVID?
Nah, so not with COVID at all. Not related towards COVID. Just talking about what's going on at this time. Okay. Just to put it into a spectrum to where you could understand. Just imagine being in the house and you got to leave, and you can't get your groceries. You can't, you got somebody that normally watches your kids. They can't go watch your kids. You can go on to work. You stayed inside of this thing. After a while, you got to understand, like, going out different states, different countries, this is how the goods and services are exchanged. This is how you get your water supply in, your food supply in. You may not be the one who knows how to farm or knows how to kill animals or anything above to feed your family. The person that it is can't go out in the fields and get it. So it's now it's besieged, meaning it's starting to get surrounded. So not necessarily anything to do with the COVID, but just to put you in the same mindset of what's going on here. Just imagine we stuck in this house and we can't go outside of this border because this is going to get us captured. All right. We picking back up in the Hebrew. We're going to pick back up in the Hebrew. We have 2 Kings chapter 26.
25 and 26.
Chapter 25, verse 26. I'll pick up on this one. No sweat. Waya Kamawa Kyle Ha'ain Makatan Wa'ai got a wall Washarya Haka Yalayam Waya Ba'awa Matazarium Kaya Hara Awa Mapanya Kashadayam, verse 27. Wayahaya Basha Dashayam Washabai Shana Lagad Dalawath Yaha Waya Kayan Malak Yahawada Bashanyam Aisha Kadash Ba'aisharyam Washabai Lakadash Nasha'a Awo Yo Maradak Malak Babal Bashanath Malakawa Ath Ra'ash Yaha Waya Yun Malak Yahawada Mabayath Kala'a, verse 28. Waya the ball Athwa. Athwa. Tabawath. Wayathan. Ath. Kasa'awa. Ma'ila. Kasa'a. Hamalakim. Ashar. Athwa. Baba Ball. Verse 29. Washana. Ath. Bagadaya. Kala'awa. Wa'akal. Lakam. Thamayad. Lapanyawa. Kyle. Yamaya. Kaya Yawa. Verse 30. Wa'ar. Rakathwa. Awakath. Thamayad. Nathana. Lawa. Ma'ath. Hamalak. Dabar. Yawam. Baya Wamawa. Kyle. Yamaya. Kayawa. We know 1 Chronicles chapter 1 verse 1. Adam Shath Shatha Ana Washa Ana Wash. That's it on that. We can figure it out in English after this as we can call the brother.
This is 2 Kings chapter 25 and verse 25. But it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah the son of Elishama of the seed royal came, and 10 men with him, and smote Gedaliah, that he died, and the Jews of the Chaldees that were with him at Mespha, and all the people, both small and great, and the captains of the armies arose and came to Egypt, for they were afraid of the Chaldees. And it came to pass in the 7th and 13th year of the captivity of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, that Evil Merodach, king of Babylon, in the year that he began to reign, did lift up the head of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, out of prison. And he spake kindly to him, and set his throne above the throne of the kings that were with him in Babylon, and changed his prison garments, and he did eat bread continually before him all the days of his life. And his allowance was a continual allowance given him of the king, a daily rate for every day, all the days of his life. 1 Chronicles 1:1.
So pretty much ending out on the book of the Kings. This is when we're now going into Babylon under captivity, under capture. They came in. They dealt. What's the brother's name? They gouged out his eyes. Zedekiah's sons, the king of Babylon, came in and got out his eyes, killed his sons right before him. And this is what's going on, all because, of course, we disobeyed the Lord. But of course, when we start to talk about these treacherous things that happen, and we see these events and these records that's in the Bible, we start to think that, what God would do these type of things, not understanding that we put ourselves in these positions. The Lord set up rules that's not just because he doesn't like them, but it's any father is going to set up rules of brotherhood with their children. It's any father. When you don't have these brotherhood, it's easy for you to get knocked down. It's easy for you to have no one to pick you up. The scripture says it's better to have two than one. You understand? You have nobody to pick you up. All these things that's going on, it's treacherous things that happen to us by heathens underneath the Lord's authority. But this is not what the Lord wanted for us. This is what happened after we disobeyed him and we lost that. We became weak leaders. We started disobeying the Lord. We did it for so long. And there was scriptures that brought back in early in the second Kings, where was talking about how it is that we've been disappointing and disobeying the Lord and dishonor ourselves since Egypt. You got to understand that in between these books is a good time frame that's going on, which is why we try to tell brothers and sisters really and truly how extreme the Lord's mercy is. Like, we can't survive a day, a week, a month, a year without our child disobeying us. We be quick to take away the TV, take away the games. You can't go outside. We talking about years and years and years that the God of this Bible that been merciful over us and gave us a little smack on the hand and gave us a little more. And at this time right here, he had to give us a little more so we could understand it. The Lord don't want us to see us going to captivity in Babylon. He didn't want to see his priests and prophets get slaughtered or get, have their sons killed in front of them. But it's at one point in time you have to ask yourself, what is it going to take to convince a hard-headed people, a stubborn people, a stiff-necked people to get it together, to follow something that's literally for their own good? You understand? We ain't talking about kissing a rock. You understand? We talking about actually running the earth, ruling the earth, having a righteous family. You understand? Righteous neighborhoods, all these things and above. It's not for just no reason. You dig? You keep reading. First, we got First Chronicles 1:1, right?
Oh yeah. First Chronicles 1:1. Adam, Sheth, Enosh.
All right, men up here. Imagine which means to stand. God present ourselves.
God ma was like God ma ban Yahawah ban Yashala.
God ma ban Yahawah ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Men up here, Yashabi, which means to be seated. You got First Chronicles chapter 1, start at verse 2.
Verse 2. Kwayanan. Mahala Allah. Yerad. Verse 3. Kanawak. Matawa Shalak. Lamak. Verse 4. Nakah. Sham. Come. YAHANNA. Verse 5. Benaiah. Yapah. Gamar. Wama Gawad. Wamadaya. Wayawan. Watabal. Wamashak. Watayaras. Verse 6. Wayabanya. Gamar. Asha Kanai is a Wada Yapah. Wata wa go Ramah. Verse 7. Wabanaya. Wayan. Aliyashah. Watara Shaya Shah. Katayam. Wara Wadanayo. Verse 8. Benaiah. Akam. Kawash. Wama Tizarayim. Pawat. Wakanan. Verse 9.
And in the English, we're going to start at First Chronicles chapter 1, start at verse 2. We can go down to verse 8.
First Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. You can use this right.
Verse 2, right?
Start at verse 2.
Come. First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 2. Kanay. Makahali. Jared. Verse 3. Hanak. Methasalah. Lamak. Verse 4. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth, Gomar, and Magog, and Mediah, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Taraz. Verse 6. The sons of Gomer, Shakanaz, and Raphat, and Tagarmah, Maya. Verse 7. The sons of Javan, Elijah, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dadanim. Verse 8. The sons of Ham, Cush, and Mazariam, Put, and Canaan. Verse 9. The sons of Cush, Sabah, and Habiah, and Sabta, and Ra'amah, and Sabka, and the sons of Ra'amiah, Shabbat, and Dedan.
That's it. He's supposed to go to verse 8. No sweat. So what y'all just heard right there, that was a bunch of the names. This is going down. If you start at verse 1, it started off with Adam. This is going down. Right now, we was just exiled from our homeland. Exile, does anybody know what exile means? Like you banished. You understand? So we stay in this registry. And in this time, it's important that we keep this registry so we know where we come from and all that above. So what is these names that was being listed just now from verse 1? It's going to keep going down. It's just stating that registry all the way down. You understand? We're going to continue. We're going to continue in the Hebrew. I'll take it back to the Hebrew. First Chronicles chapter 1, start at verse 9 in the Hebrew, down to 15.
In Hebrew, Wabaniah, Kawash, Sabbath, Wakawayala, Wasabata, Wara'ima, Wasabataka, Wabaniah, Ra'ima, Shabbat, Wadadan, verse 10. Wakawash, Yalad, Namara, Wad, Hawa, Hakab, Laha, Yawa, Gabawa, Ba'aratiza. Verse 11. Wamatizarayim, Yalad, Lawadaya, Yum, Wa'a, Aina, Mayum, Wa'a, Lahabayum, Wa'a, Napata, Kayum, verse 12. Wa'a, Patarasayum, Wa'a, Kasala Kayum, Ashar, Yataza Awa, Masham, Palashatayim, Wa'a, Kappa Darayim, verse 13. Wakanai, Yalad, Taza Yadawan, Bakarawa, Wa'a, Ka, verse 14. Wa'a, Hayaba Wasaya, Wa'a, Ha'amari, Wa'a, Haga Ragashia, verse 15. Wa'a, Hakawaya, Wa'a, Ha'ai Rakaya, Wa'a, Hasa Yanaya.
That's it. We're going to pick up in the Hebrew, start at First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 9.
Verse 9, and the sons of
In the
Cush,
English, Salagi.
and the sons of Cush, Sabbath, and Havilah, and Satah, and Ra'amah, and Sabdaka, and the sons of Ra'amah, Shabbat, and Dedan, verse 10. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to mighty upon the earth. Verse 11. And Masrayim begat Ladim, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and not to him. Verse 12. And Parusim, and Kaluhim, of whom came the Philistines, and Catharim, verse 13. And Canaan begat Zidon, the firstborn of Hap, verse 14. The Jebusite also, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, verse 15. And the Hivite, and the Arkite, the water, and the Sinite.
That's it.
That's all right. Once again, this chapter, you can find a good resemblance of it in I believe it's Genesis chapter 5. You can find this registry being stated out. Once again, there's a reason why this is going on. We was banned from our homeland, and in order to keep these roots back to Israel, we had to keep these records. As we started back from verse 1, it went from Adam, and then it's going down to Abraham and them, because after the flood, this is the only recording that we had of the ones that survived after the flood. So right now, it's just giving a registry. As the chapter goes on, it's going to lead all the way down to Edom, and his descendants. What's going on, right? You doing? It's going to go all the way down to Edom and his descendants, his 5 sons, and all that and above. So, like, we keep going. So we're gonna keep going in the Hebrew. Once again, this is just stating the registry. This is giving out the whole family tree. This chapter right here is just family tree.
Verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wa'ah ha'aradaya. Wa'ah ha'tazamariya. Wa'ah ha'kamathaya. Verse 17. Banaya Sham Ayalam Wa'ashawar Wa'awapa Kashad Wala Wa'aram Wa'ai Wa'taza Wa'kawal Wa'gathar Wa'mashak. Verse 18. Wa'arapa Kashad Yalad Shalak Washalak Yalad Ibar. Verse 19. Wala Bar Yalad Shanaya Banayam Sham Ha'akad Palad Kaya Vaya Mayaw Napalaga Ha'arataza Washam Akayawa Wakatan. Verse 20. Yakatan. Verse 20. Wayakatan Yalad Ala Mawadad Wa'af Shalap Wa'af Katazar Yawaf Wa'af Yarak. Verse 21. Wa'af Hada Waryam Wa'af Awazallah Wa'af Dakala. Verse 20. So like verse 22. Wa'af Ayabala Wa'af Abaya Ma'ala Wa'af Shabbat.
We'll pick up in the English, verse 16. Good.
Verse 16. And Abadite and Zamarite and Hamathite. Verse 17. The son of Shem, Elam, and Ashar, and 8 Arphix. Oh, sorry, Arphix Ad, and Lud, and Arim, and Uz, and Hul, and Gathur, and Mashek. So like, verse 18. And Arphix Ad begat Shelah, and Shelah begat Aber. Verse 19. And until Aber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, because his days on earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Verse 20. And Joktan begot Almodad, and Shalef, and Hazarmaveth, and Jareh. Verse 21. Hadoram also Uzal, and Diklah. Verse 22. And Abal, and Abimel, and Shabbat.
That's it. We'll pick up in the English. Still like in the Hebrew. Verse 23. Go ahead.
I'm recording in the Hebrew. Wa'af Awapayar Wa'af Kawaya La Wa'af Yawabab Kal Allah Banaya. Oh, so like Bunyan, the one. Yakatan, verse 24. Sham, like,
Hold on. No,
that's a good one.
yeah, just right above that.
Oh, yes, like Ayabal Wa'af Abaya Ma'ala Wa'af Shabbat, verse 23. Shabbat, verse 23. Wa'af Awa Payar Wa'af Kawayala Wa'af Yawabab Kal Alaha, Bunya, Yakatan, verse 24. Shun, Arapakashad, Shalak, verse 25. Ibar, Palak, Ra'iwa, verse 26. Sharawak, Nakawar, Darak, verse 27. Abaram, Hawa'a, Abaraham, verse 28. Benaiah, it's like Bunyan. Abaraham, Yatazaka, Waya Ma'ala, verse 29. Alaha, Dakada with thumb, Bakawar, Yashama Allah, Slaki, Nabaya Waf, Hakabadar, Wa'ada Ba'ala, Wama Basham. Verse 23 in English. And Ophir and Haba'ala and Jobab. All these were the son of Joktan. Verse 24. Shem, Arphix Ad, Sheila. Verse 25. Aber, Peleg, Ra'u. Verse 26. Serug, Nahor, Torah. Verse 27. Abram, the same as Abraham. The same as Abraham. Verse 28. The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. 29. These are their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael. Nabaite, then Kedar, and Abael, and Mibsam.
We're going to pick back up in Hebrew. Where we at First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 30. Because you want this one?
Verse 30. Mashama'ai, Wada, Wama, Masha'a, Kadada, Watha, Yama'a. Verse 31. Yatawar, Napayash, Wakwa, Dama, Alha, Hama, Banya, Yashama'aya. 32. Wabanya, Kwa, Tawar, Paya, Lagash, Abaraham, Yalada, Ath, Zamaran, Waya Kwash Shana, Wamadan, Wamadaya, Waya Shabak, Washa Waka, Wabanya, Ya Kwashan, Shaba'a, Wada Dana. Verse 33. Wabanya, Madan, Ma Dayan, Ayapa, Wa'ipar, Wakan, Waka, Wa'abai Yadai, Wa'al Da'ai, Kal, Allah, Banya, Katawar. 34. Waya Walad, Baraham, Ath, Tazaka, Ya Tazakak, Banya, Yatazakak, Aisha Wa Yasha'ala. 35. Banya, Aisha Wa, Al Yapazah, Ra'ai Wa'al, Waya'ai Washa, Waya'al Waya'ayim, Wa Kwarak. Verse 36. Manya, Al Yapazah, Thayamna, Wa'a Wamar, Tazapaya, Wagwa, Waga, Itham, Quanaz, Quanaza, Wathamanaya, Wathamanai, Wa'ai, Malak. That's it.
Most of that verse. Let's go read it in the English.
English, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
And Mishma,
Mm-hmm.
and Dama, Masa, Hadad, Tamar, verse 31. Jatar, Napish, and Kadama. These are the sons of Ishmael. Now the sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine, she bare Zerim, and Jikshan, and Medan, and it's like Midian, and Ishbak, and Sharah, and the sons of Jikshan, Shabah, and Dedan, verse 33. The sons of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Hinok, and Abijah, and Eldaha. All these are the sons of Keturah, verse 34. And Abraham begat Isaac, and the son of Isaac, Esau, and Israel, verse 35. And the son of Esau, 35. And the sons of Esau.
Oh, the sons.
The sons of Esau. Eliphaz, Ruel, and Jaush, and Ja'alam, and Korah, verse 36. The sons of Eliphaz, Taman, and Omar, and Zophar, and Gatem, and Kenaz, and Timnah, and Amalek.
So once again, this stating what was going on, what you guys just reading, once again, was just the registry being stated. It's going down the line after starting off with Adam, going down to Abraham and his sons, and this keeps going down the line. We're going to pick back up next week, Lord allow. Back in the Hebrew, back in the English, you brothers and sisters, as y'all bringing y'all children, you understand, sisters coming in dresses, the water, give a hand for the sisters again for the food. It's always well needed. Brothers going out to camp, brothers, about to go out to war. It's always good to have a nice meal. You understand, to go out there and prepare for some war, prepare for some slaughter, and prepare for some slaughter. It's always nice for that. You brothers and sisters, man, y'all make sure y'all stay diligent. You understand, y'all keep coming to class, keep bringing them children. You understand, don't diminish from doing that. Stay on your grind, stay on your road with that. It's always good to see you, brothers and sisters. Lord allow, once again, we're going to pick up next week in the Hebrew on the Sabbath service. You understand with that? The course. Go ahead.
Then I say I'm Micah man up here. Yeah, Micah, which means to stand.
La Yasha'ala.
With that I say margin, which means to stand. Wapin Yahakwadam, which means turn to face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malak.K, SABBATH, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'arataza, Kawah, Yawam, Wasalakina, Kabawathina, Kabiayina, Wanasaya, Abashayana, Mayan, Laka, Amalaku, Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our
And
debts.
forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our
As
debtors.
we forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us
But deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say, cut the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem.
By Hashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Kashah.
Baruch Hashem.
Thundernow.
The Thundernow.
Hakah.
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 Larpa'ah.
Larpa'ah.
Hakah
Makalah.
Hakah Madawa.
Hakah Madawa.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Latahah.
Latahah.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Lahakim.
Hamathim.
Hamathim. Hakah.
Hakah.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Latama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Vashem Yahushai.
Bahashem Yahushua.
The water of month.
The water of money in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of
And
sickness.
all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We'll say, bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Baraklanah.
Baraklanah.
Wayasha'Allah.
Wayasha'Allah.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
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 Bahashem Yahushai.
Bahashem Yahushua.
The water of month.
The water of money. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of
In
Yahushua.
the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahorim.
Ahahorim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanat.
Hanat.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamah.
Shawamah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamika.
Yamika.
Yawamah.
Yawamah.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal-Ra.
Makal-Ra.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'afka.
Wabawa'afka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aid awalam.
Wa'aid awalam.
The water of month.
The water of money in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve
From
thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damaya Lakah.
Al-Damaya Lakah.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Kayahanah.
Kayahanah.
Al-Wayabika.
Al-Wayabika.
Yahama
Yahweh Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'ariyamba.
Ya'ariyamba.
Sawah.
Sawah.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Al-Tasbawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakala.
Nakali.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'al.
Aiwad.
Aiwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakawa.
Yakawa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Aryath.
Aryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalia.
Ahalia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashmaya.
Wayashma'ali.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amalan.
Wa'amalan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalat.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Amishabi.
Amishabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayarab.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamajin.
Kamajin.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamaru.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Awa.
Ba'ayanda Awa.
Hayawa. Daman.
La'adama.
Shayathamwa. Nadayamuwa.
Ka'ara.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Ba. Wakata Zalmanai.
Counter
Kamwa.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahaya. Shayathamwa. Kagagula. Kakwas. Lapanya Raka. Ka'as. Taba'ayra. Wakala Haba. Thalahat. Haryam. Khan. Tharadatma. Basa Wapaka. The Bahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Wayaba'awa. Aja'ai. Wayakapawa. Wayabadu. Wayada'aiwa. Kaya. Atha. Shamka. Yahawah. Labaka. Ayawan. Al-Kahar Rajaza. The water Aman. And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites of Moab and the Hagarim, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Ze'ed. Yea, all their princes, as Sabbath, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy stone. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and purged, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it.
We're going to say the blessings. Barakatha Yahweh.
Wa
Yahweh Shai. Wa Mayake
Allah.
Wa Alahaya. Bataza Biyah.
Allah Wap Yahanna. Hasaranya.
Hakwata Yanim. Hakwa Yanim. Wa Hakwathia. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahanna. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. We're going to do the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to get to the school. Force their riches. To enter into that sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. The Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let YAHANNA, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it thy coming. In the name of YAHANNA. Thank you always. So be it.
With that I say Sar, which means to turn. Please be seated. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins to prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Yah. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Thah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Thum.
Yashmatah. Sar, sisters, please stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahushua.
Yashmatah. Class dismissed.
Look, any brothers or sisters that want to get anointed in the room?